I thought it was not necessary.
So why did you not consider that necessary when you are practically accusing a person of illegally acquired wealth, Your Honor?
I thought
Why?
it was not necessary to mention the source. After all, he said that that account does not exist.
Oh, kindly let us...
Why should you know? All right.
Well, but that was... When he said that that account did not exist, it was only after your letter
Yes.
of April 20.
But I thought it was not necessary, Your Honor.
That is your evaluation?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
To mention that it came from AMLAC.
Yes, but in order that the witness or the Chief Justice Corona may be allowed to explain well his position, why was it not necessary? What made you think that that was not necessary? $10 million is not necessary.
Because that was data gathered by the AMLAC.
Yes, but
By
my point is this, Madam Witness. You wrote the Chief Justice Renato Corona
Yes.
a letter dated April 20, 2012.
Yes.
And he said strictly confidential.
Yes,
One
that's
of the
right.
statements that you made in here is in connection with the $10 million account.
Strictly confidential,
wait.
meaning
No,
the
wait.
contents of the letter were strictly confidential.
Precisely. Why was there no mention in order that he may defend himself?
I thought
and
it was
write
not
correctly
necessary, Your
why
Honor.
you did not mention it?
I thought it was not necessary.
May I be allowed to finish my question?
The witness has already answered that she felt it was not necessary. So that's her position. Am I correct in this, Madam?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. Already answered.
Okay.
We can. We are arguing on this point. The witness said that she found it not necessary to give that information in her letter.
No, but my point is this, Your Honor. If that was so stated and a request to answer is made, then the party to whom it is addressed may be able to intelligibly reply to the request, Your Honor.
If Your Honor,
that's my
please.
point.
If
Now,
Your Honor,
if I'm not questioning the opinion of the witness, Your Honor. I'm just bringing out facts, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
Will you kindly direct your question to the witness so that we will understand each other?
Your Honor, you were saying so that the respondent could probably have been able to answer intelligibly to the request.
And correctly, Your
Correctly?
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
But he could have asked for a bill of particulars.
Yes.
He could have asked, where did you get
This
this
is-
information?
But this is not a prosecution in court.
Well, in
whereby
any
the
event,
bill-
even if it were not a bill of
Well,
particulars,
whereby the bi-
he could have said that, can I be enlightened where
Yes.
you got the information?
Yes.
That's precisely why we came to this court, open up this matter, because
Yes.
we feel that there is no truth nor any basis, legal basis, for this assertion.
If
That
there
is
is
the
no
point.
truth, let's
That
get
is
into
the
the
point of the
evidence.
defendant, Your Honor.
There is no truth to my assertion that I received report that he has $10 million US dollars
But that is,
in
there is-
transactional
There is
accounts.
no statement to that effect. What I'm
We
limiting
received-
myself
Oh,
is your statement. Furthermore, we receive information that there are several bank accounts
Yes.
in PS Bank and several other banks in your name,
Yes, Your
including those denominated in US dollars,
Yes.
the aggregate value of which amount to at least $10
yes,
million.
Your Honor. Yes.
Now, you knew if this is if this is in dollar, this is highly confidential, protected by the foreign currency deposit.
No basis, Your Honor.
Republic Act 6426.
I did not source it from the bank, Your Honor. I sourced it from the AMLAC.
Yeah, but wherever it is sourced, you mean to say the source is different, it can be foreign currency deposit.
So
may
you
not be required?
you are saying, Your Honor, that these accounts exist because you're saying these are confidential?
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying that it is your answer, that there are reports to this effect. My question is, why was this not incorporated in the report?
It was incorporated. I just didn't mention the
There is
source.
no mention of...
$10 million.
Yeah, but source.
Yes, AMLAC.
Oh,
Here, 17-page
Now,
document.
where in your report?
No, I did not mention. We sound like a broken barrel, both of you and I. I said, I thought it was not necessary.
Counsel, the witness has already answered that the basis of the 10 million is a report. She did not include it
Yes,
in
Your
her
Honor.
letter. Well, that's her answer.
Yeah, we wanted to emphasize, Your Honor.
Yeah,
the apparent-
you have already overly emphasized it to this court.
Mr. President, if I may.
Yeah, the gentleman from San Juan.
Salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo. Pasensya na ako kahit bigla po akong tumayo. Kanina po merong hawak-hawak si Ombudsman ng mga papeles. Report yata ng AMLAC yun. Sana ho makakuha kami ng mga kopya para sa mga senador para mabasa na po namin. Kung pwede lang po.
And can the prosecution panel likewise be given a copy of that?
If directed by the presiding Senate President?
Can we get hold of the copies, Mr.
To be
President?
fair,
Your Honor.
to be fair to the respondent, let the process be done. The prosecution knows what to do when it's their turn to ask questions from this witness because she'll be subject to cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, counsel for the defense, please.
Now, this report that you were telling us is a report that came into your possession after the filing of the impeachment complaint in this case.
That's right.
Am I right?
That's right, Your Honor.
And I suppose you must have read the entirety of the impeachment complaints in this case, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor.
And there is nothing in this impeachment complaint that deals with this $10 million account.
Objection, Your Honor. At the last hearing, the defense expressly assured the entire nation, this Senate, that they were going to face the $10 million issue squarely.
What is the
That is
basis
what
of
they said. And on that basis of that assurance, they were given a recess of 48 hours. They were given the right to subpoena the ombudsman and 5 other witnesses. And now you're going to question it.
Now,
Let the witness answer. What was your question,
Let's have
counsel?
this is not one of those covered by the impeachment complaint in this impeachment proceedings, Your Honor.
You're referring to the $10 million?
Yes.
I don't know if the alleged $700,000 of in PS Bank is included in this $10 million.
So you're not sure about that?
You're not sure about it, Your Honor.
What you are telling us is merely your opinion about the matter.
Opinion on the basis of how I analyzed the 17-page data coming from the AMLAC.
But that is not my question to you. My question to you is this. This letter is dated April 20, 2012.
Yes, Your Honor.
At that time, there was already an impeachment proceeding.
That's right.
Already
going on
answered.
before this court. There is nothing in that impeachment complaint which deals with this $10 million account that you mentioned. Am I right?
I am not supposed to remember all those articles of
I'm not
impeachment.
asking you to remember. All I'm asking you is, since you are familiar with the impeachment proceeding,
Yes.
I'm asking you for a fact, not whether you are familiar or what. Did you notice that it is not included in any of the impeachment articles?
I did not nitpick the impeachment articles, Your Honor.
So if I tell you now that it is not one of those charges embodied
right.
in any
Yes.
articles of impeachment,
Yes.
you will not in a position to deny or contradict this
Yes.
representation.
If it
Thank
is,
you. Thank you.
if it is not, with more reason, I should conduct further investigation.
I see. And the idea is for impeachment also?
Possibly for impeachment in December?
On the basis of your investigation.
Yes, if it's not covered.
So if it is, but you do not fully agree with me that it is not embodied in this impeachment complaint.
I don't recall.
Your counsel, we have read this, the articles of impeachment. There's no mention of $10 million.
Thank
so
you,
we
Your
know
Honor.
that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
There's nothing, no point in belaboring that issue. We deal with the allegations of the complaint. That
And
is a detail of
And we are guided by
that is required by the council, but there's no mention of an amount.
And we are guided by the fact, Your Honor, that the elementary rule of procedure and evidence debar any evidence being presented to a matter that is not proved alleged in the complaint.
If that is so, Your Honor, then why did you subpoena the witness and to bring with her documents regarding the $10 million? If you are saying it is irrelevant.
Is he entitled to question me, Your Honor? I will yield if he is entitled, but
No,
he has
I'm
no
making
authority.
a counter-manifestation, Your Honor, please.
Propound your question to the witness, and let's finish this.
Yeah, okay. Now, I understand that you're
There's
investigating.
no question that there is no mention of 10 million in the articles of impeachment, but the issue is inclusion and non-inclusion of assets, liabilities, and net worth. That is the main issue in Article 2. Whether the amount included is 1 billion or
10 million.
1 peso, the issue is inclusion and non-inclusion. The amount is immaterial. So, reform your question.
I have no pending question, Your Honor.
Then proceed to ask another question.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, this $10 million, is this an amount embodied already in the other amounts discussed in this impeachment court, which is the subject of evidence by the prosecution?
The gentleman from Iloilo.
Mr. President, I think we have been going around in circles on this issue. Let me just read the journal of May 8, 2012, the manifestation of one of the counsels for the prosecution, for the defense, Mr. Roy. And let me quote that, Mr. President. The journal reads, I was referring to, Your Honor, the mention of 10 million from Senator Estrada. I believe it is on page 52 or paragraph 1. Is it there? At any rate, Your Honor, I draw your attention to the 10 million that was mentioned by Senator Estrada, and as he put it, gentle recommendation for the Chief Justice to testify in this connection. Now, I wish to draw attention to the fact that this is not a matter within the complaint. Be that as it may, Your Honor, the defense is not going to skirt from this issue. If the Honorable Court is inclined that we should address this issue, if this Honorable Court is inclined to consider this matter in its deliberation, if the Honorable Court is inclined to make this form part of the basis of any verdict rendered here, we will willingly confront the issue. So this was already settled as early as May 8, 2012. I believe, Mr. President, that enough time has been debated to this debate. Can we go now to this point? This was already settled before by counsel of the defense.
We want to be liberal in this court, but the time that we have is limited. So may I request the indulgence of both sides to... We do not want to control you in the way you ask your question, in the way you will handle your cases. But all of us are lawyers. And I think that you understand my position. Direct the question to the witness and let the witness answer, so that we can move on. Because if we are going to argue a certain point back and forth with the witness, we'll never finish this case. So, Mr. Counsel for the defense, proceed to ask your question from the witness so that we can finish.